RAD CHASER.
Oh, hey. Friends, hey, hi, hello, how you doing? Welcome to the show. What's been going on? This is RAD CHASER, your bionic commander from Orlando, the man of the hour, reads Nintendo Power, and the gamer who should come with a disclaimer. We had a podcast recently, and I also did a series of shorts for the GameCube. You see off to your left here. You don't see the whole thing, but the rest of it's there. Maybe we'll get a picture of it. I was curious because I haven't played any GameCube games, I think, as evidenced from this list that I solicited from you, the chasers at home. So maybe I just wanted to run through a couple of them and see. Maybe we'll throw a little gameplay footage up and maybe we will chat a little bit about it. We did discuss all of these, well, a good handful of these in the podcast number 6 for the Chaser Bros podcast, which you can see right here on YouTube. You can see that right now, or you can check that out anywhere that you get your podcast feeds from. These aren't in alphabetical order, so I'll just kind of go down the list and let's take a look. First off, we got Resident Evil 4. The son of RAD CHASER, he basically chatted about all the ones I mentioned, so he seems to be caught up and current on these 20-plus-year-old games. Anyway, Resident Evil 4. He said that this is the one of the definitive ways to play Resident Evil games. So this one's definitely gonna have to go on the list. Horror genre, I guess, is not really my go-to, but I'm gonna branch out. I'm gonna try some new games for this system because it's just sort of the GameCube kiosk just sort of looks good and sits there now, which is cool, but I want to get some practical functionality out of it. I want to just do more than just turn it on and have it light up and make a soft humming, purring noise while I go about my day. So let's check out some Resident Evil 4. Boom!
Freeze! Sit freeze! Resident Evil 4.
Wow. Dope stuff. Let's see here. Zelda Wind Waker and Zelda Twilight Princess. As much as I enjoy the Zelda series, as a casual observer, I've really not played too many of the Zelda games. As much as I have a side quest going on that's going to be collecting all variants of the Gold Cart Zelda games for the NES, as well as whatever gray carts there are, all the variants, all lined up. I'm going to be working on that. That said, it's been I played the OG Zelda on NES, I played Link, I've played Link to the Past for the SNES, and I think that might be it. I got out at N64. I don't know what happened to me. I was probably a teenager and said, well, I'm going to do stuff besides video games. Stupid. You blew it. But of course, a Zelda game on any system is worth a play. So the son of RAD CHASER was saying that Twilight Princess came out on the GameCube and on the Wii. So he was saying the Wii was kind of gimmicky in that they sort of mirror imaged the whole game. So so you were using the nunchuck as a sword and doing a lot of hacking and slashing, and a little bit gimmicky. So he was saying GameCube's the way to play it, so that will probably be the way that I'm going to play it, since I'm looking for GameCube games. And Wind Waker has that cartoony look to it, and I think it looks kind of cool from what I've seen from the art, so I don't want to say just because it's cartoony looking that it's a little more kid-oriented or not. I have no clue. If you guys know, please let me know. I'm flying blind. I am pretty clueless on these games. I'll admit it. Hey, that's fine. No worries. That's why I have you, my hive mind, my brain out there in the internet, in the interwebs. So please let me know. Luigi's Mansion. Now, this was a launch title for the GameCube. And it looks pretty sweet. It's nice to see Luigi have his own game, of course. Son of RAD CHASER, he just called it Luigi Goes Ghostbusting. So that was, I like that idea. So it seems like it's a little bit dark. Clearly I've seen footage of the game over the years for the game and the sequels. So it looks like it could be a fun one for sure. And it's nice to see Luigi, who's typically, player 2, in the player 1 spot. Well, he's in the only 1 spot, so that could be fun. Metroid Prime 1 and 2, trying to get out of that 2D space into the 3D Metroid. I feel like that was a wild concept back when it came out, for sure, because classically is a 2D, game. So it's like, how the heck are they going to make this into that? And it seems like they had great success with it. So as much as I like video games, I kind of keep to the same kind of style of video games, your RPGs, your Dragon Quests, your Final Fantasies, of course. I've mentioned plenty of times. When Rockstar Kristen was here, it was pretty nice because she was branching out and she was always she liked a little bit of variety, so she always played different games, and I got exposed to playing a game that I wouldn't normally play, so that was pretty sweet. So maybe I embrace the Rockstar spirit and try to say, well, I'm going to try something different instead of just playing stuff like the critically acclaimed MMORPG Final Fantasy XIV Online. Mario Sunshine, it looks awesome, 3D platforming, you can't go wrong with that. It's they really have perfected the technique of the game, I feel like, especially since, Mario 64, so it looks super fun. I don't know why I never got into a lot of these core games. I'm thinking it's because there was a chunk of years where I wasn't really into video games. I was into, doing other stuff, playing music in bands, existing offline or not playing video games. I don't know. There's definitely a chunk of time just being like a teenager and a young adult and, going out and experiencing life IRL. Goofed. I blew it again. And you really can't escape those sweet, sweet island vibes down by the beach, as far as I know. I haven't played this one. I haven't played it. Are any of these games jumping out at you? Am I missing anything on this list? Please let me know. I'm open to whatever. So no matter what genre, don't worry about it. If you think it's a good game, just drop a comment. I'm here for it. Crazy Taxi might be one of the only games I have played, and I actually haven't played it on GameCube. I've only played it on the Dreamcast. I have a copy. Definitely played that, and I do like that one because you can do whatever the heck you want. You can just ignore all the stuff, and you can just drive around. It's just fun. It's crazy. And that one's definitely in the running to get got. Pikmin, I know, I've heard it's a banger. It's a Miyamoto original, so it's gotta be good. I've never really seen much gameplay. I know it's a bunch of little things that follow you around, little whatevers, so that's about the extent of it that I can understand or know about. Who knows? It's been mentioned. Son of RAD CHASER said it was pretty sweet, so what are you gonna do? It's a first-party Nintendo game. I mean, it's gotta have a certain level of quality to it. 1080 Avalanche. I'm assuming that's a snowboarding game. Ooh, Chaser had a little bit too much Diet Mountain Dew Zero before getting onto the screen. 1080 Avalanche, a snowboarding game, I reckon, similar to 1080 snowboarding on the 64. Yeah, on the 64. Again, I don't know. I don't play a lot of that. I don't know if you would consider that a sports game, but it's I would say that's a sport, snowboarding. Extreme snowboarding. And there was a bunch of other games that were mentioned that we didn't get to into the podcast. So really, there's quite a few Sonic games mentioned. Sonic Heroes, Sonic Adventure DX, Sonic Adventure 2, Shadow the Hedgehog. I'm not against playing a Sonic game. I mean, look, that's Sega's bread and butter, so if it's going to be a Sonic game, it's got to be good, I would reckon, right? So, I'll put them on the list. They're in the running. Couple of fun ones. SpongeBob Battle for Bikini Bottom. I mean, a SpongeBob, I don't know if I've ever really played a SpongeBob game, but it could be something, just cute to have. I mean, look, we've got the boombox. You might as well have a game to go next to it, to go with it. I think we have one up in the eBay store. I think I got one up in the eBay store too, so I could pull that out and see how it holds up. I think it's for PS2 maybe. Metal Gear Solid Twin Snakes. Haven't played this one. I never really got into Metal Gear. I don't know why. That's probably a thing that's like, well, we never kind of had that growing up maybe. I mean, I remember Metal Gear for NES. Other than that, it just never sort of stuck. I'm pretty sure it took off on the PlayStation, the PS1, so Skies of Arcadia Legends. Now this could be one. I've played a little bit of Skies of Arcadia, and it was in Japanese, and I had a translating thing going in front of it, so it got a little bit tiresome pretty quick, but I like my RPGs, and I like them whether they're, and I like them. What else? Star Fox Adventures. I haven't played a Star Fox game since the Super Nintendo, but it was mentioned, so it's probably pretty sweet. And as far as I can tell, somebody mentioned that the GameCube kiosk, the little ring, that blue ring, looks like something that Star Fox. It's something from Star Fox. His was his ring, or what was it called? I can't remember. Anyway, that could be a fun one. They could all be fun ones. That's why I'm mentioning them, you know? Chibi Robo, don't know much about that one except for that it's an expensive game. Honestly, I don't have any clue about what it is. I'm guessing it's a robot. You know what we can do? We put a little video up here to see what it's all about. And that's what it's all about. Chibi Robo. Anyway, that's going to do it for this one, my beautiful chasers. Thanks for sticking by us. Thanks for the weekly watches on the shorts. I'm trying to make 2 long form videos every week, so it's just a lot of talking head stuff, just a lot of my beautiful face that you're going to be looking at. But you know, it is what it is. We're trying different stuff on the channel. The Son of RAD Chaser is going to be up here next week, so you're going to get a double dose of us in person, IRL, together on the same screen, knocking around town, hitting up new places. We're gonna get into it, so it should be pretty fun. But until then, I'm just gonna keep making videos here at the apartment by myself. I got lots of stuff to be going on with. I've got the main quests, of course, and the side quests. At this point, I feel like picking up some GameCube games could be another side quest as well, because I already have my list made up, and it's been generated by you, the awesome chasers out there in internet world. We'll think about it. We got time. We're only in February. We got a whole year to do any sort of quest we want. So that's going to do it for now, my beautiful chasers. Please, please, please never forget. Keep chasing them. Rad Chaser, out of here.
I love Rad Chaser. He is handsome and smart.
Still here?